Not much is going on in my life. Being a chud ass loser as always, watching a little bit of Mad Men, went to sleep early, woke up early, played some basketball, went to the doctor to get my annual yearly physical, and the doctor was shocked at how little water I have been drinking and how much caffeine I've been consuming because apparently I have very low blood pressure. And the doctor literally was like, this is my physician for years at this point. He was like, dog, I can't draw blood from you. And I was like, why? He's like, because your blood pressure is so low that if I draw blood from you right now, you will faint. So I have to drink more water. Yeah. Apparently, because I asked him, I was like, doctor, give me the news. I said, what the fuck's going on? I'm like, I'm experiencing diminished performance in my weight lifts. I'm experiencing, I feel like I'm, losing muscle mass. What is going on? It's like, and cardio wise, I'm much more winded. I'm much more winded playing basketball than I ever was before. Is it because I'm 35? Do I have low T? I'm constantly fatigued. And he was like, do you travel a lot? And I was like, yes. He's like, do you have a lot of pressure and a lot of stress? I was like, I'm sure you've seen the news. So yes. And then he was like, okay, do you drink a lot of water? I was like, well, I hydrate. And he's like, what does that mean? And then I tried to actually him to be like, well, I drink I drink a decent amount of water, but I also drink a lot of coffee. I drink a lot of soda. He was like, what kind of soda? Like diet soda. I was like, okay, how many? And I was like, like 4 cans. He was like, what? After I consume 2 espresso shots in the morning and then 2 big cold brews, he was like, what the fuck are you doing? And I was like, doctor, listen. I tried to actually him. I tried to say, well, yes, while they're diuretics, it still technically helps hydrate. And he was not having it. Yeah. Source, you're a bad patient. I'm shocked. No, I'm not a bad patient. So let me get started by saying, yesterday I had to end the broadcast. I had to end the broadcast earlier than usual because I just could not be live. My computer kept shutting off over and over again. Part of the problems, it started when we put a new GPU in, but clearly that isn't the only issue. The GPU itself was drawing too much power. We put a new power supply in there to help alleviate the stress. But it turns out the power that it was drawing that became an issue wasn't even about the power supply itself, but it actually was due to the fact that I have an oven in my home and my mom doesn't really use it all that much, but really wanted to make sure that the oven was drawing power. And we brought in an electrician. And when we brought in this electrician, he diverted power from different places. And it turns out what drew most of the power in the house is my studio. There's a lot of electronic equipment in here. And in order for my mom to be able to make her little gluten-free, breads and things like that, the electrician diverted power from my main hub to the oven. And therefore, this room wasn't drawing enough power as necessary. My mom is the data center of my household. That's right. My mom is basically like an AI data center that I live with. Sometimes can be just as loud, not always, but her power demands are identical. So anyway, we were able to redirect power from a different avenue, different outlet. I don't know. We just jerry-rigged it for the time being. And hopefully it'll be fine. The projection is crazy. Okay. Lost the gluten-free bread. Yes. 35 still lives with mom. Yes, it's all true. What was I saying? Yeah, so that's the reason why my PC kept shutting off over and over again and we couldn't finish the day. Hopefully there won't be problems today, but you never really know, honestly. You never know. Who knows? Maybe there will be more problems today. I don't know. I don't care anymore. I just, nothing matters. All right. But 40K likes on you monitoring a TikTok of you monitoring Austin's coffee habits. I was disgusted. It's true. Sometimes I feel like they bully Austin a bit too much that he does something like this, and I kind of get it. Hassan's perpetual disappointment with Austin heals me. Not a single fuck given. I feel like Austin was sent to keep Hassan chained to reality. Maya Higa is a liar. Because for the longest time, if you guys recall, Maya Higa and I have been ops, right? She is my enemy, and everyone knows it. And I'm not afraid to say it out loud. And part of the reason why Maya Higa and I have been foes to one another, enemies, is because of her abject lie that I am incapable of vibing out a bear. Well, it turns out my suspicions were correct.
Just don't know. I think this is the same one that came over here earlier.
Okay.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah. No, you got that, bro. It's you. It's you. That's all you, bro.
That was awesome.
Yeah, as you can see, Your Honor, I point to Exhibit B to show once again that man and bear contact and vibration is not a mere possibility any longer, but reality. All right, baby cub before news. All right, last one.
It's just different strains of genetics. Also, she's probably dry. She may not have been in the water yet, so a bear can look darker because he's wet. But that guy, he's just got a real pretty, I mean, he hasn't gotten his back wet. He's not really working for the fish.
I think they could see the cub on Thomas camera. They got it up.
I will say though, like here on, what's the date? The 20...
This is what it looks like, Andy. It's the 25th, I think.
25th? There's not been a lot of fish caught this morning.
We saw one.
Not great. Yeah, there's...
I assume this is like pre-hibernation. They're aggressively trying to feed, right? Is that what it is before fall? Anyway, brown bears and Hassan have the same passion against fishes. Yeah. Here is the bear coming in for the first time. And much like Kaya, the bear is taking a posture of monitoring the situation. This is normal. This is a bear that wants to monitor the situation. This is like, I'm in my habitat. Who are these fools coming in to my habitat, hanging out? Are they nuisance streamers? Is this stable Ronaldo? Right? That's what the bear wants to learn. That's what the bear is trying to figure out. Is this... He heard that the core boys were coming to Alaska and was like, is it stable Ronaldo? Is it Lacey? He's checking it out.